tuning in to the online broadcast network, AfterBuzz TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AfterBuzz TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after-shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hey. What?
Throwback Thursday. Yes. That was Master P, Hootie Hoo. And, you know, we back at it. It's Thursday. Grown Up Hip Hop. We in the building. I'm glad to be back. It's your girl, Trene. And it's not only me on this panel, because I'm surrounded by the most best of the best. I'm going to introduce them. You know them. You follow them on Instagram and Twitter.
I hope so.
My boy, El Nino.
What up, y'all? You can catch me on the Weather Channel, on the Doppler 7000. It's your boy, Nino Llanera. You can catch me at Nino Llanera on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. What's up?
Now, how do I even follow up with that? I'm Desiree Murphy, and you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at dmurph625.
Hootie hoo, I'm Howard. I'm Howard the Third. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook at Howard the Third.
Yes, you can. Howard the Third.
Hey, this song, you know what? The title of this episode is Master Player, and now I know why. Man, I used to have the biggest crush on Master P back in the day.
Did you?
He was really, Silk the Shocker. They were all cute. They were all, leading the crew, and now it seems like Master P wants his son to lead the crew as
Master
well.
P's tired, y'all.
He's like, he got that big money.
Okay.
Let me get my son to get up on it.
Speaking of crushes, how about his crush that we found out in the episode was Pep herself?
I know.
Right?
We're definitely going to get to that because we're going to talk about that. But no more Little Romeo. You know, Daddy P, that's what we're going to call him, sat in the chair. You know, he's got his empire chair, and he's all like, you the king of this empire. You heard me?
You're the king.
You gotta get out there.
It's always like a lesson learned when Daddy P's in the chair all the time, and Rome's just like,
It's true.
Okay.
waiting. Okay.
Yeah.
Did anybody else catch his big little ring, his pinky ring, Master P?
Man, he's
huge.
Yeah, he's definitely
just
got
for the pinky ring.
The fangs, the silver, the bling bling, and Master P's like, you got this. Like, you gonna do it. And Rome, as soon as he hears that, he's like, let me get in the director's seat and let me get down to the music videos, guerrilla style. So Rome being Rome that he is, being the player that he is, we see him just in a different light. And I'm just like, damn, this is really crazy.
It's happening, you mean? Like the torch is being passed on?
Yeah.
This is a real empire story.
It's crazy.
Right? But I mean, like, he who else is next in line? It's definitely him. And I think he has the right mindset, especially in this episode. I was a little nervous when he was like, I'm passing the torch to you.
Oh, same,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? But when we kind of saw it and he talks to Egypt later on, we'll get to that. I think he actually knows what he might be doing. Minus the whole, playa situation that went on.
And so he decides, we all in LA. They're all in LA in this episode.
Yeah,
so
West Coast.
He's like, it's hot out here, trying to get the party started. He calls up his bestie, Angela, and he's like, come through, what you wearing?
What?
What you wearing? And he's all flirting with her, and he's like, I need you to twerk.
And she's video. Like, nah, I'm not about that.
She was not for it. She was like, boy. And that right there just kind of shows how immature he is, like, when it comes to them.
I'm saying, I mean, the whole, CEO, CEO Rome, and then, player Rome.
Yeah.
I don't think he's found the middle
I
point
agree.
yet.
I was just gonna say that. Like, he doesn't have a great balance on like, this is a professional setting and this is like fun.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
like you don't just call up your girl and ask her to twerk. For her video.
Yeah, we see, you know, how the player side come out. You know, he invites Angela over, sees Angela, and he's all like, damn, Angela looking like a little video vixen. You know, she was looking cute. She had her glasses on,
Little romper
and
on.
her little romper on.
I was a big fan of those like purple heels she was wearing.
She was looking really cute.
Let me know where you got those, girl.
Yeah, she was looking really cute, and she was really trying to get his attention the whole time. The photo booth, you know, the party was really cute. I mean, it wasn't no food or anything like that. You know, usually you need to have
It was
food.
like, where's the finger food?
Exactly.
The finger food,
I
something.
need something because they looked like they were drinking a little
Yeah,
bit. Okay, because
like
they're a little loosey goosey, like just
sure.
in some of those scenes. I'm like, your eyes look a little glassy. I don't know if that me or is this just like
loose. So yeah, Angela, you know, she sees the photo booth and she's like, oh, this is a good idea. She started taking pictures, and then immediately when she sees Rome take pictures with like these other females, and I guess he's being more animated for the photo. She's like, you didn't do that for me. He was like, why are you acting like a crybaby? And that's when she was.
Yeah.
Just
I mean,
totally
she
gone
was
off.
a little bit acting like a crybaby over there. Just, Rome, like, come on, you didn't do that for me.
From there.
He went
Like, why would you? Like, she was, yeah.
So I know that we have like this one fan that's standing up for Angela, and she's like, "We need you to have Angela on the show so she can tell her
True.
side of the story."
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, come on now, like that moment in time, like that was
Yeah.
just like
It was a bad look.
It was a bad-
it was a
bad
Like,
look.
girl, you need to be a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah.
You know, if you want this guy to like see that you like him, then
Right.
get up in there and slide through.
because
kind of thing.
there's a whole bunch of thirsty girls.
There
at this
was.
party.
We saw
Yeah.
them clearly. One of the
Okay.
girls started like making her butt jiggle.
No.
Yeah,
Somebody
these
grabbed her
are
butt.
all like
Grabbed the
extras,
butt. It
mind
was
you.
like,
Right.
Like, come on, Angela, you're better than this.
Yeah.
Hi.
Right? I was like, you got way
And
like you're way up.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
Yeah.
you know, you blessed. Go.
walk through there and be like, yo, Rome, I need to talk to you real quick.
Like that?
Slide through.
Oh.
Get a little aggressive, you know, but she was
Yeah.
really shy. And she's like, I'm not here. I'm clearly not here. Like, I don't exist. You know, I kind of felt where she was coming from.
Yeah.
When you're at parties, you want a guy you like to notice you, but it's all these little breezy, fine wine breezies walking around, and you don't know what to do. You don't want to be too forward. You don't want to be too, like, you know, not noticeable. But
Right.
in
That's
this
true.
moment, he didn't notice her at all.
No. She needed to hop out Yo Gotti's DM. Hop in his.
Yes.
Hopping his, like, she should
Agreed.
have. But Christina noticed that, because Angela, she went from 0 to 100.
Yeah.
She was like, no,
All
I'm
that.
I'm not for it. Like, I'm out of here. Like, I thought she was gonna like cry or
I did
something.
too.
She got mad so quickly. And I was like, I think I
Yeah.
asked you guys like, wait, what happened? Like, where did this come
Right.
from?
And Christina, you know, being sweet and lit, you know,
She
clearly
looks a little
drunk a
drunk.
little bit. She's like, no, don't go. Like, you know, trying to get her not to go. And she's like,
Yeah.
please, like, don't go. I'm gonna go talk to him. And like, she picked the wrong thing at the wrong, like the wrong, being at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah.
That's
Or
what
maybe
kind
the
of
right
it was.
place at the right time.
Yeah.
True.
God.
Yeah.
True.
Because Romeo spotted her and was like, he was right by the little white, one of those white
Rolls Royce.
Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Rolls
was
Royce.
leaning up against that, getting ready to record a scene for his music video, and he's like, "Come here," like, and she's like, "Hey, hey." She was getting it, you know. She was, you know, she was looking good. She was mouthing the words off.
Oh yeah, it was funny. She saw an opportunity though, and she's in this
Yeah.
market for like a label right now.
Right.
So I totally get it. I'm pretty sure she was gonna talk to him afterwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she really got into it. She was like into it. She's like,
She was
"Hey."
getting it.
I know.
And poor Angela was like, "What the? What?"
Now that was the
Bitch,
wrong
a
place,
bitch,
wrong
what?
time. When Angela walked in, she was just like, eh? And it was just like
Like-
tiger eye real quick.
Yeah.
Like, are you going for my man? And I mean, and it doesn't help that Joanne, her assistant.
And she's like,
Oh.
"Girl, he totally wants her." Like, she's the type of friend that just really, like, sets fire to
that
a
girl
female.
keeps putting stuff in her head and it's pissing me off.
Right.
Speak on it because you wanted to throw your pen at the screen.
I get so angry because I'm like, let Angela think for herself. Like, she's just constantly feeding stuff in her head, and I'm like, this isn't true. Like, I hope someone else is giving you some advice because this is bad.
Right.
Bad advice.
Bad advice to the T. She probably...
And Howard III tried to look her up on Instagram, and we had no luck.
No luck.
She has
You
no
know, I was
Instagram.
trying to stalk her. Like, girl, what's going on with
Leave
you?
a comment. Hey, get off the screen.
She's an extra, a hired extra.
Yeah.
No, she'd be that type of friend that'd be like, girl, drive up to his house, go to his mansion, sneak, like, just
You drunk? Text him.
right, like that kind of
Advice.
person.
You gotta be careful when you get this advice.
Yeah.
From your friends.
Yeah.
Your friends.
Yeah, well, Chrissy Nia definitely was still feeling herself because immediately she's like, no, like, don't go, girl. Like, after the video, after our little scene, she's like, girl, get over here. Playing. The party ain't over yet.
They can't. And then
the party ain't over yet.
She goes up to Rome, though.
Right.
And she was just like, y'all have a weird relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that does not seem like you right now because usually we see her a lot more calm, cool, collective. But we saw a lot more quirky of a side from her this time.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. I think she was just a little bit lit at that moment in time.
I like lit.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Exactly.
You know, Angela was just, so over it. And, that's when we see Joanna. It was like, girl, feeding all this stuff to her. Fast forward to that, Chrissy Nia has a performance at the HTK fashion show.
Shout out
Home of
to
the Kings.
Hometown Kings.
Hometown Kings. my bad, bro.
God, get it right.
Shout out, that's my homie Christian.
Hometown Kings.
And HTK was featured in this episode, Hometown Kings. They shot it at Neo 39 over in downtown Pasadena. So shout out to Neo 39. Yeah, I mean, like, Don Benjamin. This is when Don Benjamin comes in because I know we want to talk about this because you ladies.
I'll talk about him all day.
See?
He's a cutie, Immediately he slid through, saw Angela. We find out he had his eye on her since the
50 Shades of Grey.
50 Shades of Black. No, not 50
I think it was
Shades
Bay.
of Black. 50 Shades of Bay campaign that the actor was doing. So they were both in it. And he said he heard a lot about her, but he sees her at the event. He's like, wow, like, this is like perfect timing. He's staring at her and her eyes. Those eyes. She can't resist those eyes.
She was just like, well, I mean,
she got all tongue-tied. Just, the eyes are just too much. I was fooling her on that part because sometimes it is like that. When you're just
it's like super strong.
You just take it back like, hold up, give me a minute.
Yeah,
let me breathe.
If you follow him on Instagram, you'll understand.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
America's
Those
Next
eyes.
Top Model. He was on
yeah.
there. He's a singer, rapper. He does it all. And he really was like, he went for it. He asked her on a date, and I was kind of proud of Angela.
Me too.
She's opening up.
Yeah, she did it. She was like, well, Rome just played me.
Yeah.
So, or she thought he played. I don't know what was going on through her mind, but she gave it a chance.
She's
at least.
like, I'll think about it. And she was, a little playful.
Right.
It's now, okay, guys, she's not awkward. I get it. It's just her personality. She's like, she plays that role, or that's just her personality. She's quirky. She's like,
I like the quirky Angela though. That's my thing.
Yeah.
Like I liked her from Run's House and her quirkiness. I was always like, that's really cute.
Yeah.
Like when you could be that kind of quirky kind of girl or whatnot.
right.
I like when the quirky comes out of her versus the whole I go crazy real quick because you're not speaking.
Right, yeah. And then Chrissy Nia walks through, and she must be lit again because she was like, girl, I would talk to him. Like with Don Benjamin. And this Don Benjamin was like, everything. Okay, it was so funny to watch because, like, usually females will do this. Like, if they see a cute guy with his group of friends, they'll, like, walk by to be noticed. But it was funny seeing a guy do it.
When he came back again?
Yeah, when he was
y'all
like,
doing okay?
breaking his neck. And Christina's like, girl, you better go get it. You better go.
Right?
Get
Maybe
on
this
it.
is that side that we just haven't seen until this last 2 episodes.
That's
of,
true.
I like this side of Christina.
Of God.
I did too.
Yeah, me
Good.
too. And I'm like, okay, we need to see her at the club, Christina.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Like, she was like, he's really nice to look at. Girl. And then Joanna and Angela was looking at each other, and they was looking at each other like, bish, you know. She tried to get with Romeo, like, it's like, wait till we get to the car. Like, don't.
They definitely gave that shade look. Oh my! You know when you have your 2 best friends and both of y'all know what's going on, and y'all look at each other like,
Yeah.
Now she want me to be with Don,
Right.
knowing she was trying to get with Romeo 2
Right.
days ago. We see you.
Right. Like,
Is that Joanna over there?
That's me.
Is that Joanna over there?
You see?
right.
You see Angie? She want our man.
Like, girl, don't think. So, yeah, so, you know, Angela considers a date and they go on a date.
Yeah. I didn't know she was vegetarian, did y'all?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she's been a vegetarian for a minute.
It was an Asian place. She couldn't eat fish, shrimp.
Felipe Chow.
Yeah.
Felipe
Something
Chow.
like that, yeah.
So he took her up there and, you know, he probably thought he was doing something, you know, with his eyes. Like, I think he probably thinks he could, like, blind girls, like, with his eyes. Like, if they look at the eyes, they'd be like,
I mean, if he came up to both of y'all and he just stared at you and smiled,
right.
what would you do?
Well, I've got to
Thank
interview
both
him
of
before.
y'all.
How was
She
that?
did too.
And I was just like,
You're just like,
you're
you're
like,
wow.
damn.
Chill
Let
over
me keep
there.
a straight face.
You was catching the ghost over there.
Like,
You just,
Wait a minute.
whoa.
Hold up. Wait a minute. You a little...
I was like,
You okay?
hold on, let me get over there too.
somebody fan me off. Fan me off right
You both
now.
are red right now.
Okay, go.
I'm getting hot in here.
Well, Don Benjamin, if you're here next week in NoHo, come visit us at the studio.
I mean, you said you
down.
lived in the valley. You might as well
Right.
come.
Might as
That's
well.
true.
I'm contacting him.
Might as well because
Wait, Don Benjamin?
Yes.
The model?
Yes.
No, yeah, he's been AfterBuzz before.
Well, Don,
bring
here
him
we go.
back.
Come back.
we need your insight. on
Yes.
What's going on
We
through
know
your
you
head.
need it.
But what I was going to say is, like, at the restaurant when they were actually eating, I'm like, he seems like a nice guy, but he also seemed very shy, which I wasn't expecting.
Yeah. He
Like, I feel like he didn't really know how to hold the conversation with
right
her.
because it was really like he
Yeah.
said the wrong thing. He's like, you know, like I heard a lot about you. First of all, you don't say that when
Like,
you
basically, I stalked you.
right. Like, I heard a lot about you. Like,
okay, guys. I mean, he may be like a pretty man, but guys get scared too, especially when intimidating girls like Angela Simmons. Or, you know what I mean?
intimidating the hell out of
Like,
him.
I'd have been like, well, you know,
Loved it.
like, you know, when I was 22, I didn't have an empire yet. I'm working on it. I'm
Yeah.
working on it.
Yeah, no, she was a bit sassy on this
She
date, but I
was.
could see why because he had the nerve to be like, so you don't eat meat and you don't have sex when she revealed she was a virgin, and that kind of was like,
I can see that one,
really, why is that important on the first date anyway? Like the way he said that was like, okay, so I don't do both, so what now? Kind of thing. She was like, I took out time out of my day. Like she
Yeah.
See, that's
she
why I would be
was
scared.
Totally. She was super turned off.
But I'm mad that she was just like, well, I can't really eat much here because I could only eat like brown rice and broccoli. I'm like, it's an Asian restaurant. There's shrimp. There's like squid. There's fish.
Yeah.
There's everything.
Yeah.
You could have something if you're you know if you're a pescatarian maybe.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're not vegan.
She probably was being difficult. Like, first you pick a Chinese restaurant, knowing damn well I'm vegetarian. Didn't even ask if I was vegetarian. Had the nerve, the likelihood of you. But yeah, no. Just like
Into
get it
it,
together.
once again.
Get it
Yeah.
together. Like
101 voices with
you gonna
your
go on
name.
a date with me? You need to ask my favorite food, what I don't like, my allergies.
Oh, yo, roll my side you to No Limit. Be careful now.
Oh, I know.
Be careful
And
now.
speaking of that, he, you know, he's getting his little empire thing on. His, you know, he's wearing the hat, and Peppa comes through.
Peppa just keep popping up like that.
She be
It's just me, and she just be popping. Just hey, I'm Peppa.
yeah.
Hey, you know.
She got a pep in her step. She ready.
She does. That is right.
I mean,
Yeah.
Egypt's trying to get ready too. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Yeah, no, trying to get ready. She's like that. She came in looking like a fine glass of wine, like
Who, Egypt?
Peppa. Yeah,
Yeah.
Peppa. She just like something about
So
her.
done
you know?
up,
Everybody's
doesn't
like,
Yeah.
damn.
She has that look about her where it's just like you always know that she's gonna be like the life of the party kind of
Right.
situation.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not even a look; it's her personality. When she gets in there, you're like, okay, Peppa's here. Like, who's gonna pop another bottle? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Type of situation. I mean, and they speak of her so highly, and they should. She's her Salt and Pepper are legends or whatnot. But she does speak of her daughter pretty highly as well too,
Yeah.
and it might be blinders to the fact that her daughter she needs some work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So new artists, you know what I mean, and people work so hard to get into this industry, especially in music,
Right.
Right.
that they work forever working with people before they even reach a label.
Yeah, no, pretty much like Romeo was in the studio with her and he was like, damn, like it was kind of like, I don't know if you guys know, but like some people have like those hot aunts everybody likes. Like it was kind of like
Yeah.
that moment. It was kind of a MILF moment for me. He was like, damn, like he hugged her, he had a little crush on her.
Yeah.
And then he tells her, go talk to my pops, like for sure, like Egypt can come and sing for both of us kind of deal. So Pep steps into Master P's office time and he's like acting like a little high school boy.
He sure was.
He was excited too.
I know.
It reminded me of like back when he was younger. Like he looked really young right there. Like
Yeah.
just him saying like, me and my brother used to have a crush on you back then.
We had to
Like,
pick a girl.
we was a country boy.
And I picked you.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, women he's picked, we gonna get over the news because it's like
Let's get into that.
hot
crazy.
right now.
Let's
Like,
get into
it's
that.
hot. Man, this is crazy. So back in 1989, Master P decided to marry his wife, who he's just now getting a divorce with, Sonia C, and it's just getting really messy. It's getting messier. Right now, she is asking for more money. He decided he was going to give her $20K.
A month?
$8K to find a new place to live, and then she was like, I need $20K to get a better crib. And Sonia Miller, she's pretty much, according to TMZ, bleeding him dry with $10K a month in child support and more than $16K a month in spousal support.
So it's $36,000 a month that
In
goes towards
total.
her.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Insane.
know she's been living this crazy lifestyle for a while now, or not, 20 years, and I'm pretty sure, I think she's entitled to a lot of a chunk of that money because they've been together for 20 years.
Right, and she says she needs a new place because she's alienated her landlord with loud parties and rude and vulgar conduct.
Where's she living though? Because she's getting. That's a lot of money.
Yeah,
Where
that's
is
a
she
lot of
living?
money.
Like-
I need a new crib as well, so.
Like, yeah, so wrapping up the news, we're going to see what the outcome is going to be on this. My people out there, what do you guys think about this?
That's crazy. I don't
Leave
know.
a 1 if you think she's a gold digger.
Is this AIM?
Leave a 1 in the comments below if you agree that this is a gold digger situation.
Percent SS.
I don't know about gold digger.
I don't think it's a gold digger
'Cause
situation.
she worked hard for that money, and
Yeah.
she supported all them kids they had,
Yeah.
and she looked after them. She needs some of that, and he's worth $200 million.
Right. She
I
was
think she
like,
definitely deserves a good chunk of the money, but if you think about it though, $36,000 already a month
Yeah.
is pretty. Come on, like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
that's like an
lot.
average person's like salary. You know what I mean?
and the kids, they're like not hella young. It's not like they're like 6-7 years old. They're preteens.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Romeo's 26 and
Is the relationship with the kids and the mom okay? Like, do you guys know if like Rom and his mom talk? Like,
no, remember? I heard in an interview when he sat down with the Breakfast Club, he said he hasn't talked to his mom in a while. Like, he really loves his mom, but just a lot of things had happened. He just said he feels like LA ruined his family. He says because like it just, the lifestyle, keeping
Right.
up with the lifestyle, and that's probably what happened because Master P, in an interview with The Breakfast Club as well, he was saying whenever, he was out getting the bread and like hustling and things like that and really working hard for no limit, his wife would just be at home smoking hella weed. So it's kind of like
saying that, yeah.
Always two sides to the story, so we don't know.
Always, but poor Romeo, he's being, pulled both sides left and right, and he's out here trying to hold down an empire.
Right.
Pretty much, and we see him holding it down even more after Master P is like, no, like, like he's...
Peppa was really trying to, because Peppa got in there to soften up Master P to be like, well, I'm here now, blah 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 blah. Here's my daughter. Where's the pen? Yeah. And she was really trying to do that when she found out that Rome was the man in charge at the moment. I think her whole plan kind of just backfired real quick.
Yeah, and honestly, I didn't know what to expect. I'm like, he's either gonna go one way or the other, because like being in that room, you could feel how awkward it was just watching from TV. Like how it's like, okay, he's listening to her sing, and then he's got to like make a decision right there in front of her mom, who's like good friends with her dad. But I was very impressed with how he handled it. I thought his advice was fabulous. Like major props.
Yeah. For you, Ro.
I mean, when she was in the room with Master P, Egypt was waiting outside. That was that was cool, because like, what if she would have been in there? She could have got discouraged. But she finally sang it from in front of Rome, and it didn't go as planned. You could tell she was really nervous. Especially when he was giving her the critique. She was fidgeting or and he was just like, she needs more time, and Mama Pep was like, no, my baby's ready. We're ready. We got this and that. Like, don't tell me.
That's so hard though, because it's your daughter, and you only see the good life. You know what I mean? Like, forever my parents will tell me, you know what I mean, like you're gonna be number one forever. Blah, you know what I mean? It's always gonna be like that. But I really like what you said, how Rome kind of just like was like, give her like maybe 2 more years. She's 17 now, right?
Yeah.
So in that market, it's tough to make that transition. I think we talked about this before, from like a younger demo to a more like older, even sexier demo. If she wants to go in like that R&B, even pop. You know what I mean?
Right.
That demo is gonna be. It's going to be hard to reach that age. That's why a lot of people don't sign younger female artists anymore.
I mean, because she needs that experience. I mean, the youngest female artists back in the 90s and stuff, I mean, you got Aaliyah. She was pretty young when she got into the game, 15. But it was a lot of things that was going on with her. Her supposedly marrying R. Kelly, just all types of things that Pep is probably trying to avoid with her daughter. Because even Destiny's Child, they were pretty young when they started getting in the game.
They were like 13, 14 when they were first starting out. And they went through multiple labels as well too.
Right. I mean, they was being managed by the dad. So maybe she possibly could get managed by her mom. I mean, I don't know how she would feel about that, because her mom kind of like wants her to be like
a certain way,
this way or that way.
I'm very curious, like watching this, like we've seen her perform that one show with Pep on stage, but it's like we didn't really hear too much of the backstory, like how much has she been working on this music, is this like a brand new thing, which it seems like it is, and in that case it's like I feel like she definitely needs to work on her confidence and perform in some shows, because it seems very new from what we've seen, and I'm just like curious, like why all of a sudden it was from like 0 to like 100.
They really need some like good artist development, and we see that like there are artist development groups out there that work with kids from when they're younger to present them to a label like 6 years later. You know what I mean? It's super tough. And plus, but it's the digital age now, obviously, and you can put something on YouTube and gain more fans, and all of a sudden you have this great EPK, you know what I mean, that you could present to these labels, because like, okay, I have over 100,000 Twitter and YouTube followers. I built this all on my own.
So maybe she just needs to do a little polishing and get her followers up. Take a few classes, like she wants to be an actress too, take some improv classes, shop around a little bit more. Speaking of shopping around, Christina is doing more shopping when it comes to the music label. So Romeo is like, after she dropped it low, but after she did her thing,
she dropped it a little low.
She broke it down in my video. I had to bring Lil Breezy over and have her sit through. He was like, He was
Joanne
just like,
Romeo's over
right.
here.
I know.
No, when she watches. But no, Romeo was like, trying to get her to be the first female artist on the No Limit roster.
Who's on No Limit?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
That's a big question on Twitter. Yeah.
Is it?
I know.
on it
I'm
right
hoping
now?
after the show, like, Romeo, please release, like, a roster or something.
Right.
Because, like, all your
Imagine-
fans definitely want to know. I mean, we were looking on Twitter right before we went on air, and that was the main question. Like, who's on No Limit? What's the deal? So, hopefully we'll get some answers.
Trene, when do
after
you
the
find out
show's
if
done.
you're signed?
I
Yeah.
gotta ask my manager. I'm pretty much in there.
Your assistant, Joanna.
I got like a better, chance than Christina. So she knows. No, just kidding. But no, he was just, she was kind of opening up to him, telling him like what's been going on with her dad and stuff. And he's like, well, if you ever need someone to talk to, or you need a Dr. Phil.
He said, it was more like, I could be your Dr. Phil or I could be your Dr. Phil.
I can be your Dr. Phil.
Okay.
Oh, God.
I knew Romeo had a little crush on Christina.
Romeo.
I see when Christina
did
was
call
in
that.
studio, I said, "Girl, this man is going after you." She tried to, no, I don't think so. He ain't like Christina. He going after no.
did
Girl,
call that.
I told you. Yes.
We see you knew. No, but
She was looking like a little Beyonce.
right.
Yeah.
It's like it's kind of hard for me to focus and whatnot, 'cause I'm feeling the song, but she a little Beyonce, and I'm drinking love right now. Like
Exact words, exact lines. Can we do this like a side by side
know.
of you and him? Like,
And also, I remember, like, when they were filming the video, he's like, you can be my queen.
yeah.
Queen, and then she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get up." He's like, "Nah, you the princess.
You the prince.
Yeah.
I got you." And it's clear that he's, feeling indifferent because he finally sits down with Angela.
Ooh, this was so awkward.
Weird.
Man, pretty awkward. It was just like, damn, I didn't expect this at all. I thought it was gonna be like a heart to heart, and they were gonna be, but
It was
ooh.
It was not a heart to heart. It was just
No.
like, Angela, you're saying too much. Let him talk a little bit because, oh my God, this is going
Right.
down
Did
the
you ever
drain
think you were
real
gonna
quick.
be with me? And he's like, whoa, where? I think he was playing though. It's like he's been flirting with her.
No, he
He's
has been.
throwing
Yeah.
all these like little like catchphrases that he would want to do. I wonder what our kids would look like. And
Right.
this whole time you trying to say that no, we was just friends.
Right.
Yeah.
So I really do feel her. Like I would have been kind of irritated as
And
well.
I'm glad she spoke up. Like, it's an honest question. I understand why she would ask something like that from what
Right.
we've seen. So, yeah.
I'm in the middle. I wish she would
Felt
just.
very awkward.
Yeah, I wish she would have just talked a little less, like,
Yeah.
and like let him marinate on it a little bit. Also, I wish she didn't like approach it that way, cause and say like, "What are you talking about? We just been friends." Like,
Yeah.
no. Let's play it back real quick.
Let's go back to that Skype call because clearly y'all
Right.
not friends. Me
Right.
and my homies. If I don't be Skyping my homie if it's not that maybe 2 minutes and he ain't got his shirt off. So
In bed, by the way.
playing, right? You playing and he's not like come down here or trying to get serious. Like maybe you should come move to LA.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden he want to be single. I don't know if it's
Why do you guys think he tiptoed around that topic? Like, why didn't he just say something more straightforward? Like, every time she asked him something, he would just tiptoe. A lot of dancing. Why?
yeah.
Because he doesn't want to be like that dude. I think like
Right.
he has to be Romeo. Yeah.
Yeah, he has to be the
He has to sell the
Yeah.
dream. He's
Yo.
got to be single. He's gotta
Right.
be-
He's like, because at this point, I'm just trying to be single.
Right.
He's like, I don't know if it's his dad getting his ear about focusing, and he just thinks that, like, if he get in a relationship, he's not going to be able to focus. But it's
Right.
like, you and I are both really busy. Like, if we want to make this work, we could make it work. Like,
Exactly.
obviously, he's not trying to work on that because he was just like,
No. Hard no.
no. Like,
It was a hard no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
she flipped out.
yeah. But he flipped out too because he was like, I don't want to throw this glass, but he straight up threw the glass.
And I really thought she was gonna cry. Like I thought she was gonna cry earlier in the show, but at this point, I was like, oh my god, I feel how awkward this is. And then she was like playing with her hair and looking in the mirror, and I'm like, oh god.
That's why I was just like, oh my god,
I feel like I want to get out for you.
Right? Why did you keep on talking and just oh my god, like this is just stop it, and then all of a sudden he gets pissed. I'm just like, this is why did you just stop talking?
Right. Yeah, no, maybe she should have left some room because it was like maybe she was just saying too much at one time and he's all thrown off.
He did clear up that whole thing though on his Instagram. Like he threw a glass at the end and it made it look like, oh, I'm really pissed at her. But he cleared it up earlier this morning and said something about how it was for a producer. Yeah, he got mad at something a producer said on the show. So he wasn't actually throwing the drink out of anger for her.
Okay. Just like when he said he was on the Breakfast Club not crying, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, like, it could be true. I don't know. It could be true.
The shade.
Yeah. No shade. No Romeo, no shade, bro.
There's a lot of different, like...
No shade. Look for that, Nino. I'm looking for it, too. I'm looking for that shade.
Wait for that shade. But, no, I mean, next week's episode should be interesting. I mean, we did get to see that Vanessa text the stalker for Angela and was like, leave me alone.
Oh, by the way, I kept on saying Vanessa the other week, like over and over again, but I really meant Angela.
Vanessa,
I realized that when I played it back on my Instagram in the video. Follow me to see that video.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess right now is the perfect time to get into predictions for next week.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
So, Howard, give me some of your predictions.
Okay, so I predict for the season finale, we're finally going to see Christinia's dad, James DeBarge.
I hope so.
I hope so too, because she did say, somebody called and said, hey, we found your father. So hopefully that's a great heart-to-heart, because they really need that. And then I also predict with Angela and the stalker, I don't know. I don't see like an actual guy, like, because we only saw in the clip that they're just running saying, oh no, there he is.
How about if it's like JoJo, her brother, just playing around like, gotcha girl, gotcha.
Exactly. I just see somebody coming out their house like, y'all, I'm just trying to go to my car. You're parked right next to me. So I'm iffy on that one.
Ashton Kutcher is going to come out and be like, punk you. No, I totally agree with you on the whole Christinia thing. I'm hoping we'll get to see a glimpse of her dad. If not actually seeing his face, at least, having the story come to some kind of conclusion.
Right.
I would have to say with the whole Romeo thing, I would like to find out who's on this No Limit roster, as we said earlier in the show. So hopefully we'll get some answers to that. And TJ wasn't in this episode at all.
No, he wasn't.
Which I just thought of.
He just wasn't here the whole season.
But you know what? What's it called? Dameson wasn't like there for a lot of this. Like he was in the beginning, he was gone. TJ filled in.
Yeah. So maybe we'll get a bombshell from TJ. I don't know.
Maybe that's a good one. Okay. I really got nothing, but okay. I think we are gonna see Christinia and her dad. I'm really hoping for that because that'll be like the highlight to like the end of the story. And maybe more in the future or whatnot. Angela and Romeo are gonna make up, obviously. I mean, you see it now. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna make up. I still think if there is a season 2, they're gonna leave it at a cliffhanger, where who knows? They might be together now. We just don't know. No. Yeah,
True.
Unless you've seen Romeo at the club, Again, I haven't seen Angela anywhere.
I've been seeing him at the club. I'm just kidding. I don't go to the club. But, but no, I think that they're gonna pretty much show everybody like what they're doing now. Kind of like it's gonna probably close up like a glimpse of what everyone's doing, like the successes. Like Boogie, he's got 2 restaurants.
Yeah,
and he's got chips. Cookies. So.
We would need to try those.
You should try that, Howard.
Yes, I will be on that one.
Please do.
I do love me some good cookies.
Come through, bring them cookies. And he has his own record label as well. So he's following under his dad's footsteps with the entrepreneur and just getting it. And we saw that a little bit in the episode with the paparazzi.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
But no, I just think that it's pretty much going to just highlight more and it's going to show more about what everyone else is doing. It's going to have them all kind of meet up probably. Like, they're going to celebrate.
It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, what we've seen.
Yeah, they're probably going to celebrate and be like, talk about, you know, a lot of stuff that they feel like they're going to be doing or things they've learned from. So you're going to probably see them celebrate for one last time.
The ratings are pretty decent, I heard. So I wonder if there's going to be a second season to it.
I mean, there should be.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe even highlight different hip hop kids, but still have Angela and Rome, and they just taking different hip hop kids under their wing to like give them exposure and stuff.
I like that.
That's a good idea.
That's a really great idea.
Yeah, so that's my prediction for season 2.
Oh, look
You
at that.
about to be a producer on the show. I can see it.
So I'm so glad that you guys tuned in with us. Make sure that you're always keeping in contact with us. Follow AfterBuzz TV on Instagram and Twitter. Like us, subscribe to us, like us on Facebook, and you know it's also for free as iTunes. You can go ahead and download that, and it's nothing to download it. It's fun, it's free, and you get to keep up with us and keep up with your other favorite after shows. But before we head out, I just want to let y'all know that you can tweet me, you can Instagram me, follow me on all those social media networks. I'll promise to post more. Trene, where can they follow you at?
Yeah, once again, it's your boy Nino. You can find me at Nino Llanera on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Snapchat. Thank you again for the comments, guys. We read those, and we hope you like today's show.
We love reading your comments, so please keep sending them. In the meantime, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at dmurph65.
Yep, and like she said, we love reading your comments. Let us know who's on the roster because I'm getting ready to get on No Limit myself. So let us know.
Hashtag No Limit forever.
Hashtag Howard on No Limit. But you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook at Howard the Third. That's Howard the 3RD.
Yeah.
That's a wrap. Hooty-hoo!
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz
you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principal.